Hey guys, as requested, we're gonna do a deck profile for my Mardu equipment deck, and I'm gonna do this in the style of how I would do a Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile, just because people don't do Magic deck profiles like that, and I don't like it. So we will get right into the deck right now. So this deck list is not optimized. It is mostly just Final Fantasy. I wanted to put together a standard deck so that I could win the Squall promos. I have a chance to at least. I ended up winning 3 out of the 4 of them that the store that I go to gave away. So super happy about that. And there's a lot that will be changed on this. I just have not gotten to do it yet. So we're playing 2 Cecil. Speaking with some of the other people that don't really like this card, I still really enjoy how this card plays. 1 mana 2/3 is always a good card. Death Touch means he attacks fairly well and blocks great. When he deals damage, you lose that much life, and then if you have less than or equal to half your starting life total, he'll transform into the 4/4 with lifelink that when he attacks gives everything else indestructible, so you can swing and not worry about your stuff dying. So I just kind of like this as like an early aggro play. It does hurt you a lot, and life gain is limited in this deck. So I'm most likely cutting this card, but I do really enjoy this card as a one-of, and I think there is a good place for it in Standard. I'm playing 2 Zac as a card that just floats a 1/1 counter onto something. It's pretty good. A 1 mana 2 or 1 mana 1/2 is a fairly decent attacker and a decent blocker. And sacking to give something else indestructible and then the counter over to it is really nice just to have that extra protection. And Zac is my favorite Final Fantasy character, and I'm in these colors, so I'm going to play him. Then I'm playing 4 Freya Crescent, the one card that is actually good as my 1-drops. The fact that she's a mana dork for equipment, which this being an equipment-based deck is very good. The flying on your turn comes up a lot when you go in with other equipment, and with Rayhan's ability to equip an equipment to a creature you control. 1 mana 1/1 is a good card. Some of the few not Final Fantasy cards we're playing. 3 copies of Razorkin Needlehead. I'm citing a 4th. I really like this card. It's just a 2-drop. It's Orcish Bowmasters at home. 2 mana 2/2 with first strike on your turn. It's pretty good. Whenever they draw a card, they take a damage. I don't really have other words to say about that. Just kind of decent burn card, especially if you're in a control matchup where they're drawing a bunch of cards. You can push for that extra damage. Playing 2 Rabuhan, Bull of Alamigo. I only have 2 in here outside of my cube, and I don't want to take out of my cube. Ward, fairly good to reduce their life. It's come up a couple times, and then when he attacks, you can equip a equipment to a creature you control that is also attacking, so you can move around the main point of this deck, which is really nice, and get in for different attack values. 3 Clouds. I only have 3. Cloud's kind of expensive, and I'm on a budget. When he enters, you're going to search Buster Sword, you're going to search Samurai Katanas. Those are like the 2 big ones. And then he doubles all the triggers of the equipment or things attached to him. So you get an extra Buster Sword or an extra Ninja Blades, which is another equipment that I play in here, just for that extra value. Was really good with Corey Steelcutter, but then we lost that. And we're playing 2 Furion. 2 I think is good. I see him enough. Could play 3, but I wouldn't play 4. Equipped creatures have haste, which is very good, but whenever you cast an equipment, you make a copy of it, except its equip cost is 2 less, and you sack it at the beginning of the next upkeep. Means your job select cards come with another body, and you get a big dude on board. So, pretty good on that. One of my favorite cards that I would love to get another one of to play her in here. Lightning. She's amazing. She does everything. First strike, trample, and lifelink. Already great on a 3/2. Good. The fact that when she deals damage, every other damage that is dealt to your opponent until the end of the next turn or permanents they control is doubled. Really great. The fact that she has first strike, so when you hit, triggers that ability, and then everything else will double, is really good. If I had a way to give her double strike, that'd be insane, because then she doubles and doubles again. Really good. Lightning, amazing card. And speaking of ways to give double strike, my last creature in the deck, Squall. Search for a Squall. promo Squall. Love this promo art. Such worth to build this deck. So when you attack alone, a creature get double strike until end of turn, which is really good. And whenever Squall deals combat damage to a player, you return anything in this stack, also all of the equipment from your graveyard to the battlefield. 3 mana or less, so I'm trying to keep my curve low. This is the highest cost thing in the deck. 3/4 is really good. With Buster Sword, it becomes a 6/6, and that double strike is really nice. Equipment, we're gonna definitely be making some changes to this list. We're playing 1 Dragoon's Lance. I'm cutting this, and it's gonna be my 4th copy of Samurai Katana. I played it a couple times. Having the 2-drop equipment is nice, but the 3 mana haste trample is very good off Samurai Katanas. This is +1/+0 is a knight and has flying during your turn. Not good. Samurai's Katana is very good, especially searching it off Cloud. Because on turn 3, then you can follow up with that. It's very nice. Playing 2 Buster Sword. Buster Sword is expensive. I only have 2. I pulled 2. I could play more, but like I would rather see a Samurai Katana over Buster Sword, and then this lets you put your anything into play. Being in Mardu, it allows you to cheat stuff if you're off color, which is nice. +3/+2. Drawing a card is nice, and to equip, we're really good, especially on Furion, because then Furion makes the copies equip cost 0, so you can immediately equip. Playing 1 Ninja Blades. +1/+1 is Ninja, and then you draw a card, pitch a card, and the opponent loses life equal to the discarded card's mana value. So a little bit of burn, doubles on Cloud. Playing 2 Vincent's Limit Break. This card is insane. I love this card. This card's gonna go to 4 in here. So it gives you an undying effect, so when the creature would die this turn, it comes back, but also gives that creature a base power and toughness. So 3/2 for 0, 5/2 for 1, and 7/2 for 3 means at 5 mana you can kind of close out games. And the base power change happens before it comes back. So it's a combat trick, and it's a reanimator. If you do it with Cloud, you search another equipment. If you do it with anybody that's got double strike, you're going in for game. You can make big swings with a 7/2 if you're late in the game. This tiered mechanic is a really nice mechanic, and I wish it would show up on more cards in the future. Removal. Playing 3 Overkill. It's the best removal for 3 mana that you can possibly play. I don't have any other words about it. I'm playing 2 Battle Menu. This is removal. It's a token. It's life gain, and it's helpful blocking. Modal spells are really nice. I've used the 4 life a lot. I have used every ability on here. The 4 power or greater is better than somebody tried to play it on me today. I am just because it's on a modal spell. So kind of like that. 2 Suplex. 3 damage, exiles. It's a braid, but worse because it's a sorcery. And exile target artifact. At least that's better, so you can get off in anything indestructible. It's just a nice burn removal. 1 self-destructs. This ends a game, and it needs to either be played at more or less. I have it in sideboard, but target creature deals X damage to any other target and itself, where X is its mana value, or X is its power. So you can bring somebody up really high with an equipment or Vincent's Limit Break, and then bomb the board to kill them. And now we got lands. Playing 3 starting towns because I have 3 starting towns. It's all 5 colors, pay 1 to tap, and then tap for colorless. Just nice. The lands are definitely not optimal in here and need to be changed, but I was able to get before the events. Inspiring Vantage. Blackcleave Cliffs. And Concealed Courtyard. 4/2/2. This needs to be higher. I am definitely short on red sources. I don't see them enough, and I have been locked out of red a couple of games that I've played. 1 Blazemire Verge, 3 Bleachbone Verge. Again, these were the only verges that I was able to pick up, and I haven't opened any more out of prize packs. So we've got our red, we've got our black, that are white. Playing one Midgar. I like having the option of the adventure. I've used it a couple times, but it's fairly decent. Entering tapped kind of sucks because we are an aggro strategy. This card I hate. Ishgard, the Holy See, it's coming out and going to be replaced with some Verges when I can buy them because this card is bad. Or it's going to be replaced with the Mardu land from Tarkir, which I think is a better option. I thought this would come up in games where you can return your artifacts from your graveyard to your hand, but it doesn't come up. It's a commander card. And then I'm playing 2 plains, 2 swamp, and a mountain. Cut a plains, put a mountain in there is what I need to do. But that's the 60 card list. And then for sideboards, again, not optimal. It's just all the Final Fantasy stuff I have. 1 crystal fragments. It's a decent equipment, but that's it. My 3rd copy of Farion, if I feel like I need it, it's just there. 2 opera love songs. The exile the top 2 cards of your library so you can cast them is nice, but it's the 1 or 2 target creatures get +2/+0 until end of turn, so you have a nice little combat trick. 4th, Razorkin Needlehead, just to have that Thunder Magic for more removal. Fire Magic would be just as good and should be in here. 2 Soul Partition, found them in my bulk. Just decent removal. Unwanted Remake, same thing. Stroke of Midnight, another removal spell just to have. 2 more Self-Destructs. And 2 more Poison the Waters for token strategies. I put this in here for Corey Steel Cutter and the 1-drops, and I haven't altered the deck list since those bans, other than removing my Corey Steel Cutters. This is kind of good against the Orzhov Soul Sisters, but not the best. And then it's like a little bit of a Thoughtseize on there too, so kind of nice. Thank you for watching this unconventional deck profile, and I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys have any comments or anything, leave them down below. I'll take into consideration anything that you guys have to say. And I have some other decks that I've been building since I've been picking up more cards for Price Support for Standard. And this is the first time I've played Standard since Return to Ravnica, so it's good to have fun and play cards outside of Commander sometimes. But check out more content. Like and subscribe, ring that notification bell, and we'll see you guys next time.
Across the blind eternities I stride, a spark awakened deep inside. Through shattered time and planar flame, I carve my fate, I stake my name. Storm of mana in my veins, my soul unbound by mortal chains. Each jewel a war, each spell a cry, I cast my